Once again, we are here at Everfree Northwest. I am Tech Rat along with
Joe Stevens
for Everfree Radio and the Equestrian Inquirer. And if you guys have just seen our interview with the Cutie Mark Crusaders, you saw that Granny Smith herself stepped in at the very end to give them a little bit of advice. And we actually have Granny Smith right now sitting here with us to offer a little bit more of her ageless wisdom. Granny Smith, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. I have very good news. Over there at the vendor booth at Sweet Apple Acres, we made enough money that I got to replace my saggy old hip this afternoon.
That is so wonderful. You just got the surgery today?
Yes, and I was able to kick up my hooves like a young filly. I hadn't done that for many a year.
You got a replacement hip and you're already up and walking around. That is one heck of a...
Clicking up my hooves.
That is one heck of a surgeon.
Yeah,
they work fat. Wow.
Mighty nice. And a lot of these bronies were asking me for advice. And you know what? Somebody came up with a good idea. I think it was me, but it was a good idea. And Granny Smith, the bronies wanted to ask Granny Smith for advice. And Granny Smith, I love every brony and every pony. And so Granny Smith decided that I would get a website, AskGrannySmith.com, and I went and got it this afternoon because them Flim Flam brothers, if they had heard that idea, they would have went in there and bought that domain. But I ran them off last night, so now if any pony wants to ask Granny Smith for advice, or if they have a problem, you know, every pony wants to do good, but they need a little wisdom. And I've been around that apple orchard many a time, so I could have some.
I'm surprised Sweet Apple Acres actually has internet access, but that's neither here nor there right now. So what kind of advice?
Well, it has Apple is what it has. It's an
Apple
Apple headquarters.
Oh yes, yes, we use all the Apple products.
Oh, absolutely, of course. I wouldn't have expected anything less. So what kind of advice would you like to give some of the bronies right now? Do you have any words of wisdom for them?
Well, one brony was in the elevator with me, and there were some other little ponies around, and he asked me for advice. He had a tail right there. He said his tail, he said, kept falling off. And he asked Granny Smith what to do about that. So Granny Smith gave him some advice that he shouldn't talk like that. He should think about what he says before he says it, because he embarrassed. That's a very private matter.
You don't talk about those things in elevators, correct?
But if you write to Granny Smith at AskGrannySmith.com, I can write back to you private-like, and they won't know if you're losing your tail or whatever might be embarrassing you. I could help.
So this is going to be like an Apple family version of Dear Abby, is what you're saying?
Dear
Apple.
Dear Apple.
Dear
Ask
Apple.
Granny
Dear
Smith.
Apple.
Yep. And if I need some advice from the younger folk, I have Apple Bloom and Applejack right there.
Well, that's great. That's great. And so I guess that you're so happy we got your surgery. Would you do?
I
would love to see you dance. I want to see you. We got to kick up.
Can I have some put their hooves together? Give me some music.
Put your hooves together for Granny Smith.
Come on, we gotta get the move. Oh, come on. There's my cutie mark. I got right there. Woo! Watch this. I'm gonna kick my hooves.
Oh, she's gonna kick her.
Oh.
Hey!
Ladies and gentlemen,
so
Granny
much.
Smith, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you kindly.
All
We
right.
appreciate it. And you all go and appreciate your family, because family appreciation is so important.
Very good words.
Thank you
to
so
live by.
much.
Another round of applause for Granny Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, once again, reporting from Everfree Northwest, I am Tech Rat along with
Joe
for
Stevens.
the Equestrian Inquirer and Everfree Radio. Stay tuned for more. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.